Archangel Michael says, do not trust the police officer who smiled at you today. Their badge number is the same as your. A divine and coded signal has been sent to you today, hidden in the plain sight of this world's authority, an image you were never meant to forget. It was a sign you were not meant to understand with your logical mind, but to feel in the deepest part of your spirit. I speak to you now with the full and unshakable authority of the Archangel Michael, the great enforcer of heavenly law and the divine prosecutor of all hidden injustice. He says this to you now, and you must listen as if your very life, your past, your present, and your future, depends on it, for it truly does. Do not trust the police officer who smiled at you today. Their friendly, reassuring face was a mask. The smile was a deliberate distraction. The entire, explosive truth was in the number. Their badge number is the same as your house number from a childhood home where a great and terrible injustice occurred, an injustice that has secretly and silently haunted your entire life. You have spent your entire life trying to be good, trying to follow all the rules, trying to be perfect, yet you have always felt, deep down in your soul, like you are a suspect in a crime you did not commit. That is not your imagination, my child. That is the spiritual residue, the lingering, toxic, energetic fingerprint of this old, unpunished crime that has clung to your soul since you were a small and powerless child. The memory of that specific house, that particular door you weren't supposed to be behind, that one room where you saw or heard something you were not supposed to, it is not just a fading memory. It is a spiritual crime scene that has been sealed with yellow tape in your soul, and the case was never, ever closed. You are the one who has always carried the heavy, crushing burdens of your family's secrets. You have been a silent, terrified witness to a great wrong, and the terrible weight of what you know, of what you saw, has been a heavy, suffocating cloak on your spirit for your entire life, stealing your joy and your peace. You learned to watch, to listen, to notice the smallest details, because you learned as a child that the adults around you were not telling the truth. This skill was born of trauma, but today, I will consecrate it as your spiritual gift of discernment. This is a word of extreme and time-sensitive urgency for you, in your home in Darbhanga, on this day, Saturday, September 27th. The spiritual statute of limitations on this old, festering injustice, this spiritual wound, is set to expire at the exact moment of moonrise over Darbhanga tonight, at precisely 6:01 p.m. That police officer was a heavenly messenger in disguise, a living, breathing sign that the final judgment on this matter is now at hand. You, the silent witness, are now being called to the stand to testify. You must present your case to the High Court of Heaven before that fateful time, or the case will be closed forever, and the injustice will be sealed into your family's history, its subtle poison allowed to flow down to your children and your children's children. Your focused attention on my words right now is the beginning of your testimony. The scrollers and the doubters, their eyes clouded by the enemy, have dismissed the evidence, but you have stayed to see justice finally and gloriously done. The police officer, you must understand, is not the antagonist. They were a divine actor in a holy play, a living signpost. The true antagonist is a person I will call the keeper of the unjust secret. This is a family member or a very close family friend, someone who was there in that house, someone who was an adult when you were just a child. This is the person who was directly responsible for the original injustice, or who benefited greatly from it, and who has been actively, ruthlessly, and systematically suppressing the truth for all these years. The injustice was a great theft, a profound and life-altering betrayal, or a devastating lie that ruined someone's reputation, perhaps even your own family's good name. It was an inheritance that was stolen, an opportunity that was sabotaged, a destiny that was violently altered by their greed or their all-consuming jealousy. And you, a child, were the only witness. But you were silenced. You were told you were imagining things, that you had a wild imagination, or perhaps you were even threatened into a terrified silence. And the keeper of the secret has built their entire life, their comfort, their false reputation, on the rotting foundation of this vile secret. The police officer's appearance today was a sign that the divine law, the one that cannot be bribed, fooled, or deceived, is finally catching up to them. This is the hidden, supernatural source of your lifelong feeling of powerlessness. It is the very root of your deep-seated, passionate, and sometimes overwhelming desire for justice and for truth. The reason you have such a fierce, burning passion for fairness, the reason your heart breaks and your spirit rages when you see an injustice done to others, is because your own soul has been crying out, screaming for justice for itself for your entire life. You have been waiting for someone, anyone, to finally believe you. You have been waiting for someone to finally see the truth that you have always known in your bones, a truth you were forced to bury alive within you. I am here to tell you, my child, that I have always believed you. I saw it all. I was there in that room with you. And today, the entire host of heaven will be your jury and your witness. But the keeper of the secret has grown comfortable, arrogant, fat and happy in their deception, believing the past is buried forever. They believe their lies have, over time, become the truth. But no secret is buried so deep that my holy light cannot find it and expose it to the world. The divine reversal, the great unraveling of their deception, is already in motion. The proof of their guilt will come from their own mouth. In the coming days, in their growing, inexplicable panic, they will tell a new lie that accidentally and catastrophically contradicts their original lie. They will make a slip of the tongue, forgetting a key detail of their own decades-old deception, and it will unravel their entire carefully constructed story in a single, devastating moment. Their own memory, which is being divinely scrambled by my angels as I speak, will betray them. Their own mouth will become the chief witness for the prosecution against them. But you must act now to initiate this final judgment. You must present your forgotten evidence to the court. You must now perform a simple but spiritually potent ritual. It is a holy act of unlocking the past so that it can be judged and healed in the present. You will find a key, any key will do. This key represents your divine and legal access to the locked and hidden truth. You will also need a tiny pinch of dust or dirt from just outside your current home, from the ground upon which you now stand. You will place this pinch of dust on the teeth of the key. This powerful, symbolic act represents you grounding the old, dusty memory of the past in the solid reality of your present day. It is you declaring that the past is no longer just a memory, it is physical, tangible evidence that is being brought into the courtroom today. Now, hold this key, this sacred and consecrated piece of evidence, in your hand. In a moment, I will give you the words of power to speak. These words will be your official, sworn testimony before the throne of God. They will be a command to the angelic bailiffs to unlock the cold case file of your soul and to bring the accused, the keeper of the secret, to the stand. The keeper of the secret will feel this. In their home, wherever they are, they will feel a sudden, cold dread wash over them, and they will not know why. It is the feeling of a divine subpoena being served to their guilty spirit. Now, hold the key tightly. Raise it before you as if you are presenting evidence. And speak these words with the quiet, firm authority of one whose time for justice has finally come. Say, I, a child of God, was a witness. I remember the house. I remember the secret. I remember the injustice. With this key, I unlock the past. With this dust, I bring it into the present. I submit this memory as evidence to the court of heaven. Let the hidden be revealed. Let the liar be exposed. Let justice be done. The act is complete. Your testimony has been heard, received, and entered into the celestial record. The trial has begun. Stop. I command you to rise. If you are sitting, stand up. This is a court of law, and you are no longer a spectator in the gallery or a frightened child hiding in the hallway. You are the key witness, the star witness, and you must show respect for the gravity of these divine proceedings. Stand in your authority. Now, hold your hands out in front of you, palms up, as if you are about to be sworn in to testify. Feel the invisible weight of the truth you have carried for so long. Now, raise your right hand. As you do, you are not just raising a hand, you are raising the memory, the truth, the silent, powerful testimony of your inner child. You are swearing an oath, not on a book made with human hands, but on your own sacred, pristine memory, a memory which I have preserved pure and untainted by the enemy's lies all these years. Here is the secret within the secret, the truth that has been encoded in the sign you received today, a truth only for you who have remained. The badge number was not just the same as the house number. It was a code. The numbers are the key to a hidden financial account. That old injustice was not just an emotional betrayal or a simple lie, it was a massive financial crime. An inheritance was stolen. A property was signed away under duress. A secret stash of money was taken. And the keeper of the secret has been hiding the proceeds of that original theft in a hidden, undeclared bank account for decades. And the badge number, when rearranged in a specific order that I will reveal to your spirit, forms the routing and account number to this hidden fortune. The fortune that is, by divine right, yours. This creates a new, breathtakingly urgent reality. The keeper of the secret is about to perform an act of spiritual and financial perjury. At moonrise tonight, at 6:01 p.m. in Darbhanga, their plan is not just to tell a reinforcing lie. They have a meeting scheduled. A meeting with a financial advisor or a banker to move that hidden money, to transfer it, to hide it in a new way, to sever the final link to the past and to you. The moonrise deadline is no longer just a spiritual concept. It is a race against a physical bank transfer. You must act before 6:01 p.m. not just to reveal the truth, but to place a divine, heavenly freeze on that account before the funds can be moved and lost to you forever. The battle is no longer just for justice for your past, it is for a tangible, life-changing fortune for your future. You, who have received this divine intelligence, are now armed to reclaim what was stolen. Your next action is a divine, legal, and financial command that will echo in the vaults of the earthly and the heavenly. Go to the comments section right now. This is not for me. This is your court order. Type with the absolute authority of a divine federal judge issuing an emergency freeze on all assets, the account is frozen. As you type this, you are dispatching an angel of finance to the bank where that money is held. The keeper of the secret will arrive at their meeting, they will try to move the money, and they will be told, to their horror and confusion, that there is a technical hold, a compliance review, a mysterious and unexplainable freeze on the account that no one can seem to override. Their plan will be thwarted. As a sign that this has been done, you will see the badge/house number sequence appear again today in an unexpected place, on a license plate, in a phone number, on a receipt. You will also hear a siren in the distance at some point this afternoon. Do not be alarmed. That is the sound of divine law enforcement, announcing that they are on the case. The grand restoration will be the complete and total unraveling of the keeper of the secret's life. Their panic at the frozen account will lead them to make a frantic, incriminating phone call, a call which will be overheard, or a series of mistakes that will lead investigators directly to the source of the funds and the story of the original crime. The restoration for you will be a quiet and unexpected communication in the coming weeks. A letter from a lawyer. A call from a bank official. A message about a dormant account or an unclaimed asset that has been discovered in your family's name, and that you are the sole and rightful heir to. The truth will come to you, not with chaos and drama, but with quiet, official, and blessed paperwork. And the sum will be staggering. It will be the original amount, plus decades of heavenly interest. Listen to me. A woman from Sacramento, California, named Maria, was haunted by a childhood memory of her father being cruelly cheated out of a business partnership. For years, her family struggled. One day, she saw an ambulance with the number 812 on it, which was their old house number where the betrayal took place. She received a message like this one. She did the ritual with a key and dust from her yard. The next day, she was contacted by the son of her father's old partner. The son had been going through his recently deceased father's old things and had found journals detailing the entire theft, along with statements for a hidden account with the number 218, a reversal of 812. The son, overcome with a sudden, inexplicable urge to make things right, signed the entire account over to Maria. It was a life-changing fortune that restored her family's honor and their finances completely. Do you see? The numbers are the key. The truth is your inheritance. There is someone you know who is also living under the shadow of an old family injustice. Share this video with them. You are handing them the key to their own cold case. Now, listen to this message again. The first time, you listened as a witness. The second time, listen as the heir. The proper order of the numbers for the bank account will be made clear to your spirit. If you are ready to unlock the past, to claim your fortune, and to see divine justice done, seal your testimony now with this final, powerful decree: it is finished. It is paid.